So like I said in our previous video, I said we're going to be learning drugs. And first, what are drugs? Drugs are substances we take into our bodies to cure or prevent illnesses such as headache, fever, cold, stomach ache, and so on. These are the substances we take to make us feel better when we are sick, either when we are having headache or when we have stomach ache or any other illness. These are the substances we take to prevent this illness or to stop us from feeling this pain or this illness. Do we get that, right? Okay, so let's go straight to the forms of drugs. What are forms of drugs? Drugs are of different forms. There are different forms of drugs. 1, we have the liquid form. 2, we have the solid form. 3, and we have injections. Liquid form. Okay, so our liquid drugs are something like this. Can you see this? Yes, these are called liquid drugs. They are syrups, like your cough syrup. When you're feeling cold, you're having cold, and mommy gives you cough syrup. They are in liquid forms. And also we have solid form, like your paracetamol, something like this. Can you see this? Yes, something like this. They are solid forms. They're in solid forms. They include tablets, capsule, and so many. They are solid forms of drugs. Do we get it now? And also we have injection. I don't have injection in the house. I would have shown it to you, but we all know what injections are, right? So injections are also forms of drugs. And how do we take drugs? Drugs are taken through the following process. 1, swallowing. Like for example, if mommy gives you this drug, don't you swallow it? You swallow it, isn't it? Even the tablet as well, you also swallow tablets, right? Yes. So you swallow your drugs. You take drugs through swallowing or injection, through injecting. Maybe you're not feeling fine, mommy takes you to the hospital and you need to take a shot. Where do they give you a shot? Your butt, right? It used to be very painful, isn't it? Yes. So injections, injecting is also a form of taking drugs. Like I said, first form of taking drugs, 1 is swallowing, 2 injecting, and 3 inhaling. Yes, I don't have an inhaler here. I would have shown it to you. Inhaling is also a form of taking drugs. For example, those that have asthma inhale their drugs. You get to make them feel better. When they have their inhaler around, they inhale it. Have you seen anybody inhaling something, always putting something close to the nose, in the mouth, sucking it in? Yes, it's called an inhaler. It helps you to inhale your drugs, right? Okay, so that's a form of inhaling. Okay, then the use of drugs. Why do we use drugs? We use drugs to cure illness and to prevent illness. Yes, we've gotten to the very important part. The wrong use of drugs. It is very important that you know that it is bad for you to take drugs without the doctor prescriptions or mommy's guidance. If you're ill and you should tell mommy or daddy or any adult around you, you shouldn't go take any drugs on your own. It's very bad because there are implications. Yes, there are implications of taking drugs the wrong way. So it's very important that you should let an adult know. You shouldn't take a drug all by yourself. What are these implications? 1, death. If you have too much use of drugs, if you take it too much to the system, it can lead to what? Death. So you shouldn't take it at all. Or illness. You see yourself stooling. You're rushing to the toilet. Mommy, I don't know what I do. I want to go. So it can lead to illness. Wrong use of drugs can lead to what? Illness. It can also lead to weakness of the body. You feel too weak. Yes, there are some drugs that are too heavy. They are heavy for the body. And so as a child, you may not know which one you're meant to take. So that's why you're not allowed to take any drugs on your own. Because these drugs that are too heavy can make you weak. Okay? Then also dizzy. You see yourself, you're feeling dizzy, you're tired, you're feeling dizzy, you're going to fall down when you take drugs the wrong way, it can cause dizziness. And the last one, danger to any part of your body. It can paralyze your hand, your leg. So it's very, very important that you shouldn't take drugs on your own. And lastly, do not run from drugs. When you're feeling ill and mommy gives you drugs, please take it. It will help you feel better.